scene. Okay. 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 Hello, everybody. Today, we are hopefully going to be wrapping up InGen Dinosaur Profile. The last time we ended it, I was not doing good. I was doing horrible. Like, I rarely show my face because I want to keep the vibe. But, like, last time I was looking like this. I did not want to do that crap at all, man. Hello, no name. Said hi. I've been there, done that. Don't worry. You don't have to say. I know. Yeah, I just said you didn't have to say. Never mind. Today, we got Dimorphodon, Titanoceratops, Arctodus slash Short-Faced Bear, Estemenasuchus, the Dark Web Dinosaur Fight video. Let's zoom in and see what else we got. Parasaurolophus Lux, Spinoconstrictor, the Dino Tracker, Velociraptor, Proceratops, Tarbosaurus Revised, Stripe the Manticore Velociraptor, Baryonyx, Stagimoloch, Plesiosaurus, whatever, animal abuse, Anti-Indominus Gun, Pharazenosaurus, Demon Carnotaurus, Rajasaurus, Allosaurus, Yang Chuanosaurus, the Green Flame Conspiracy, Scorpius Rex, Ultimasaurus, Iguanodon Barathians, Nothosaurus, Eocacaria, Geniodectes, Baryonyx Part 2, Biosyn Herrerasaurus, Elaphrosaurus, Utah Ceratops, Gallimimus, Scorpio Venator, Concavenator, sorry about that, Miragai, Apatosaurus, Quilmesaurus, Megaraptor, Minmi, Ostroraptor, Ostroraptor, Pachycephalosaurus, Coeloris, Chasmosaurus, Scutosaurus, Ichthyovenator, Ionosaurus, Geosternbergia, Kylosaurus, Dronatus, Chilangiosaurus. We got me here. I'm really hoping we can get to that. Beastachiversor, Pansingsaurus, Tupandactylus, Tupacadactylus, Elasmosaurus, Coronasaurus. Ooh, I don't want to joke around with that. Sinotyrannus, Guabiasaurus, Carnotaurus, Caprosuchus and Prestasuchus, Exuanosaurus, Metriacanthosaurus, Shianzosaurus, Lyphronax, Megalosaurus, Ecrixtonatosaurus, Susci Ornithochirus, Irritator, Neovenator, Teratophonius, Dimetrodon, Apcaracush, Atrociraptor, and Tyrannosaurus Rex. I hope we can get through all of these. If we can't, I may edit into binge watching InGen Dinosaur Profile Finale Part 2. Y'all are really hyped for this one. There's like 12 people here right now. Never mind, it's 6. Y'all were really hyped for this. I don't know why. But anyways, we got Dimorphodon. Without further ado, here we go. Grab your popcorn or chips and let's get it. Oh my gosh, my phone fell. We are not here for you, lady. Alright, let's get it. The following is not to contain... No, don't you... No. Also, I think my internet is a bit off, so if it, like, randomly just ends the stream, then, I think my internet went out again. So, I'm sorry for that. I'll see if it, I'm finna see. I'm either finna run it until I can't, until I'm tired, or when my internet goes out. Either maybe a sign like, hey, dude, cut it out for tonight. Go get some rest. Go do something else, all right? Also, by the way, I don't know why I decided to react to this. I think it's because it's like a fairly underrated series. Like, this was made, like, hold up. This was made 3 years ago, and it only got 292 views. I know it makes like a lot, like I know he like gets like a lot more views than my videos on average, but still. Go check the original series. Actually, technically you don't have to because we're finna be reacting to it as well as binge watching it. It's basically a two or three in one. You you not only get this series to react to, but you also got this guy's in a super high pitched um like high energy YouTube voice who's cosplaying as a genus of dromaeosaur that doesn't even exist anymore, reacting to said series. Zebra chini. I'm finna leave no comment on what I just. Is that meat? Oh no, that's some fresh kicks. You zooming on that, yeah. All right, let's quiet down. Let's get it. Said hi. Said hi. I know. Also, y'all, don't. Also, I'm sorry. Please don't spoil it for me. I got my own predictions on Jurassic World Rebirth. I know it's out. Just don't spoil it for me. Let me have my own little prediction. I predict the D-Rex is not going to die. They're finna leave the island, and they're just finna leave the D-Rex there. Because, listen, the D-Rex, I think, is like 22-something feet tall. If you don't leave this LeBron James of a dinosaur alone, the whole island is getting wiped. It's getting wiped like a server when it's being raided. Like, in like creature scenario, like when they raid stuff with like Kendalls and stuff like that, yeah. It's like that, but with singularly one creature. And also, yeah, so that's my prediction for the end. Not the whole movie. I don't want to predict the whole movie, but that's like my prediction so far. They're finna go to the island. They're finna get the DNA. They're finna show up. The D-Rex is finna show up along with the Mutodons and stuff, and they're just finna leave the island. They're finna be like, he's too big. Let's leave him alone. I do think that D-Rex is finna kill some people. He's probably finna kill that guy who was like, please open the door for me. Yeah, he got snatched up. Yeah. I feel like I can play his role pretty good. I think I sing it pretty well. Y'all can rate that how y'all will, but I can see like the percentages dropping and gaining. So let's just go what we're actually here for. Oh yeah, this also the Ceratosaurus audio was like a lot gruesome. It felt like it was just being eaten alive right in front of me. I was traumatized when I saw it. Go to the last stream if y'all want to see my reaction. But I was y'all probably didn't know that much, but I was traumatized. Also, let me catch y'all up to speed. So, I think I think let me tell I think I'm finna tell y'all what episodes we did catch up on. I think they were the Carcharodontosaurus, the Seats, the Dinosaur Profiles Update, the Styracosaurus, the Brachiosaurus, the Titanus. This can't be right. I feel like I did a lot more videos. Meh. I wasn't really thinking straight. I probably wasn't thinking straight. I feel I may have just done it in a different way. Maybe it just felt longer. Y'all can go back to the original stream if and catch up on what happened because I'm a bit confused. Anyways, without further ado, let's go. Clip clappity, big tragedy. I don't know what big tragedy, but it may be in this. It's within the DNA the tragedy occurs. I'm gonna quiet down because there's people around here. There's people around me. So let's quiet down. I feel like a teacher when it's like nap time in kindergarten. All right, kids, let's quiet down now. Oh, I remember this dude. I remember this dude. This is the emo Sarcosuchus. He's got that moody teenager angst. Oh my gosh, mom, why can't you let me be on my own? Yeah, this is the angst gator. We got Cybo here, as bipolar as usual. Actually, I wouldn't really call him bipolar. I don't know. Oh, we got the face. We got the little face. We got the little face of the video that I morphed on. Lovely, lovely.
The Dimorphodon is considered a small nuisance of a pterosaur and definitely one of the most annoying animals in the Jurassic World ever put out. Essentially, what copies are to dinosaurs, Dimorphodons are to pterosaurs. However, I want to shine a light on the Dimorphodons about how specifically Ingen inadvertently turned these guys into little death machines.
So basically, yeah, they're exactly that. All right.
Guys, you are most likely not familiar with the Dimorphodon you're seeing on the screen right now, but instead one that probably looks more something like this.
Don't they look the same? Aren't they the same?
This is the typical image that when you search up Jurassic World Dimorphodon, this guy would usually come up.
Yeah.
And that is because the Dimorphodon that you're seeing now is actually an adult, and the one that you're probably familiar with is a juvenile.
So there's like a bit of ontogeny. Sweet. I love me some ontogeny. I like when people don't make the babies like the same. Like they can be just as, if not deadlier than their parents. I like ontogeny like that.
Into why that's so significant later. What you should know for now is that the adult specimens of Dimorphodon are massive compared to the juvenile.
Well, duh. That's how age. Okay.
So these guys can get up to a 15-foot wingspan, and as well as that, can grow up to about 7 feet long. This makes them
What?
incredibly good flyers, and as well as that, very, very speedy too. Dimorphodons have incredibly long flight distances as well. In fact, they have the longest flying time of any other engine-made pterosaur. Juvenile specimens have been seen on multiple occasions trying to get off the island, and adult specimens have been seen flying as far as Costa Rica. In fact, a little less than a year ago, a farmer in Costa Rica took these photos that you're seeing now of a dead specimen that washed up
I was about to say.
on shore. He drove it over to his house and decided to take some photos of it to show the absolutely massive proportions of this animal. In one of these photos, you can see the incredibly sharp teeth of the Dimorphodon possesses. The farmer also decided to put his buddy's arm in front.
What about the marking on its wing?
To show the actual size of this animal compared to a human, although you really can't see it that well. I now want to talk about the diet of this animal because it, above all, is one of the weirdest things about the Dimorphodon. Obviously, the Dimorphodon likes going after smaller prey, such as small types of rodents and even occasionally salamanders. The Dimorphodon sometimes go after much larger prey.
Ooh.
Sometimes prey that is a little bit more human. Yes,
Oh. Oh. Sometimes it goes after a prey that's a little bit more. And sometimes it goes after a prey that's more of the Negro ethnicity. I'm sorry. I feel okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Dimorphodon is one of the few engine creations that has actually killed somebody. It is one of about 15 known animals that engine has created that has actually got a kill count on it. And while it's not known the exact number, it's known that it has at least killed more than 3 people. That being
Listen. I've been wanting to rant about this for so long. Like, if y'all don't know, there's like this prehistoric emergence video called Friendly Giant, and this woman ended up dying to an Argentinosaurus. Argentinosaurus can run at 5 miles per hour. A human can run at, I think, 23 miles per hour. If you manage to die to the largest land animal that ever treaded the surface of your earth, you're stupid. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't want to be mean. I'm especially not one of them people that are like, oh, herbivores are like gentle meat sacks. Just walk around and eat plants. Argentinosaurus is capable of killing a person. If they were in our world today, I could see instances of them like kicking around or almost trampling people. But if you fail to outrun, listen, I get it. Argentinosaurus is big. It has a long neck. It can probably gain a lot of distance because like its mass just takes up most of where it goes or something like that. But if you manage to get not only bitten, but picked up by a sauropod, specifically a titanosaur, and exclusively Argentinosaurus, you must be like them. You must be like them people on My 600 Pound Life. You must be some of them. You must be built like the sauropod itself. You must have houses for hips or something like that. You must have barrel shaped thighs or something. You must be built like a TV or something. I'm sorry. I know a lot of people are leaving because I'm being a bit mean, but hey, listen. And I know what people are thinking. Well, what if you were in that situation? Yeah. The only thing I had to worry about was Ampellosaurus and them as they getting me. All right. They ain't grabbing the nape of my neck and picking me up and slamming me against the ground and crushing me. All right. They slow. They soft. But let's keep it pushing because I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 23, yeah, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Wait, 30? Oh my gosh, I'm so freaking. Ah! I'm sorry, y'all. Recount. My voice can vary a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 40, 49, no, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67. We got 67 more videos to go. I can't be playing around. I feel like some of these videos are swapped. I hope they're not, because like I want to watch all of these in order, you know what I'm saying? I hope I didn't accidentally shuffle them before I press play. If I did, that's on me. Let's keep going. Said hi, too. How many of y'all are finna say hi? Oh my goodness. I'm not being mean. I love a good greeting. But dog, I usually don't get this many said highs. It's usually just no name. He eventually leaves. I don't usually have 1, 2, 3. I don't usually have 3 highs. That's a bit surprising for me. It may give me a bit of a jolt. Yeah, it shocked me a bit there.
Specifically, ideal pan placement.
Also, guys, I think I just found some new censorship. I think there's like this mute button, and I can just say. Did y'all hear it? I don't know. Let's keep moving. Let's keep it pushing. 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 I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to skip this intro a bit because, dude, it's a bit long. It takes up most of the episode anyway. DNA, 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 A, DNA, A, DNA, A, DNA, A, DNA, DNA, A, DNA, DNA, A, DNA, DNA, A, DNA, DNA. Alright, let's keep it moving. Ingen dinosaur profile.
Throughout this season, I'll be taking a break from my expose and doing a more lighthearted one in the mix. And today's lighthearted one is going to be the Titanoceratops. The Ingen Titanoceratops.
I kind of want a Titanoceratops figure, but listen, the beasts of the Mesozoic, they cost money. Wait a minute. Wasn't the other one Titanoceratops? Oh, it was Pentaceratops. Yeah, they got me tripping out here. Wait, isn't this Pentaceratops? I am so confused. Oh my gosh.
Probably their largest ceratopsian, being about 32 feet long and almost 17 feet in height. It has definitely earned the Titan part of its name.
17 feet in height. Rexy is 18 feet tall. I'm just gonna let y'all get that in perspective.
Nicknamed Titanus, this gigantic dinosaur dwarfs any human that comes close to it. Despite that, though,
So he's basically the old buck. He may be big and tough, but he's getting old. He's got a vision impairment. He can't see like he used to. You can tell his eye socket's trying to.
This is quite a friendly giant. It really doesn't harm anything that comes close to it on the preserve, except for predators, of course. And predators really stay away from it.
Yeah.
It's an absolutely massive size. Really,
Yeah.
throughout the 4 months it's been on preserve, the Titanoceratops has been received really well by all the other dinosaurs that live there. A couple cases that I want to talk about in particular are the cases of the Conceratops and Diabloceratops. Despite its aggressive nature,
Did y'all two almost kill each other? Now y'all want to be chill around your cousin. Y'all are cousin. Y'all almost killed. No, I want to go back. No, I'm about to do something new. I'm about to go back and show y'all the clip of the Diabloceratops beating the ever living. Wait, They are shoveled. Dang nabbit. Ah, God. I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna show y'all this clip. I've never done this before. This is how serious it is. Is this it? Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. All right. Lock in chat.
That makes this video
I don't ever want to say that again. I'm so sorry.
a bit more interesting, thankfully. September 12th was going to be a completely normal day for the Colorado Dinosaur Preserve until calls began coming in of two dinosaurs having a physical dispute.
See, these guys cannot be chill around each other. Talk about some. They're relatively peaceful. Shut the Fukui Raptor up. All right, let's go back to Mr. Chill Guy. Let's go back to Mr. Chill Guy wannabe over here. Skip a bit. Skip it a bit more. All right, let's just start from here. I'm sorry I had to backtrack and show y'all that clip. That just ticked me off. I had to replay the absolute swooping that Cosmoceratops received.
Dude, it's absolutely massive size. Really, for about the 4 months it's been on preserve, the Titanoceratops has been received really well by all the other dinosaurs that live there. A couple cases that I want to talk about in particular are the cases of the Cosmoceratops and Diabloceratops. Despite its aggressive nature, the Cosmoceratops actually gets along really well with Titanoceratops. Meanwhile,
Frick off, dude. I'm sorry. What do you mean? I know y'all saw that clip I just rolled back. I know y'all saw that clip. This Diabloceratops done smacked the horn filaments off my boy Cosmo. The craziest part is that this has happened before. In Dino Dina. This happened twice. If I had a nickel for every time Diabloceratops and Cosmoceratops fought each other, I'd have 2 nickels. It's not much, but it's weird that it happened rice. Not it rice. Retake. If I had a nickel for every time Diabloceratops and Cosmoceratops were depicted fighting each other, I'd have 2 nickels. It's not much, but it's weird to happen twice, right?
Diabloceratops is much more lonesome and typically stays away from it. However,
okay. Listen, Diabloceratops, you gotta stop being emo. You're finna end up like my boy, the emo crocodile.
Ceratops' size has not stopped predators from trying to mess with it.
And that's how you die. Said, hey, yo, I'm not AI. Why would I think you're AI, dude? You're chill. Said hi. I know. This is a bit of a rare sighting for me. I usually just encounter one. It's usually just no name doing the little wave thing and saying said hi and then him leaving. I usually don't get this many highs. Y'all are really social. All right. I don't know. All right, here we go. Here we go.
For a different time. Moving on, the Titanoceratops originally was in a wave of dinosaurs that were meant to be massive. This wave of Maserati creations was supposed to be put out in Jurassic World, and the theme of it was big. The Titanoceratops was not alone in this wave. It was also followed up with Tarbosaurus, Sarcosuchus, and the top big one of that entire wave, Mosasaurus. So I guess while this episode was still really nice and stuff, taking a break from the expose on ingen, it's
What
still
is
related
this
to
about?
our
Like the stream, I'm basically binge watching this series made by this dude called King Kaiju. It's called InGen Dinosaur Profile. I really like this series. I've watched it before, but I forgot about it. So my memory's not as refreshed. So I decided, hey, why not I binge watch it for summer or whatever, and so y'all and so we can So basically, we've already reacted to these episodes. They're just a bit jumbled up for some reason. So yeah, I hope they're still gonna be in order. I feel like they are a bit shuffled, but for the most part, they are intact. I'm finna check a bit. I think. So yeah, nice indeed. I'm finna check these two videos, and I'm finna see if they're supposed to come right after this one. So yeah, I hope they are. Let's get it. Because I do not remember it being this short and sweet. Hold up, let me check again. Let me check again. I hope this did it. I hope this did it. I do not repeat. Nope. Darn it. Gosh. Okay. I just hope everything's intact. Nice. Yeah. All right. I hope none of these get out of order because I really don't want it to be that way. Then I'm gonna have to pick them out one by one. How about this? I'm gonna react to this video. I'm gonna go to the original playlist, and I'm gonna see if there's anything wrong with it. All right, let's get it. After watching this one, I have to get off. All right, it was nice having you, buddy. It was nice having you. Your appearance was brief but super elite. I want to say I'm gonna stop saying elite, but that is my catchphrase. You, I'm sorry. I can stop saying all these other words that aren't originally mine, like gang, and and uh and cutty and stuff like that. Yeah, I can stop that. But you are not taking the catchphrase. I already forgot it. Oh my gosh, dude. I already forgot. Oh my gosh. My phone is about to die. Oh, bye. All right. It was nice having you. I'll salute. There we go. Say goodbye to the soldier. Ooh. A, human leg. A, sunshine. They're going too fast. Stop. Cannibalism. Cannibalism. To whatever you are. Shringosaurus. DNA. DNA. Small DNA. A, 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 A. Titanoceratops. Titanoceratops. Cybo. Emo croc. Emo croc bath. Cybo again. Hey, Dimorphodon face, hey. Okay, I got a little bit out of breath.
Little known fact about Jurassic World,
I'll
for
be
a
honest.
little bit, they had
Alright.
teased the fact that they were going to release a mammal section of their park, which would have included prehistoric mammals. So far, we know that only 2 of these prehistoric mammals were made, including a Smilodon and the subject of this video, short-faced bear, aka
Arctodus.
Already on all fours, this animal is about 7 feet tall, and when it's on its hind legs, it can stare eye to eye with the Tyrannosaurus Rex. I wish I could say, though, that these guys are like Titanosaurus.
So it's just casually 18 feet tall.
In which they are gentle giants. However, unfortunately, these guys are not like that at all. In fact, they are quite aggressive animals. That being said, for a while, this guy was incredibly rare to spot. Arctodus was really unknown of until it was actually captured in 2020 and put in the Colorado Dinosaur Museum. As you can probably imagine, since this guy is a bear, its diet mainly consists of fish.
Yeah.
However, this guy does not only have fish on the diet, but as you're about to see, can also have some prehistoric reptiles too. A Biosyn Deinonychus, an animal.
So it's just gonna casually clap a Deinonychus. And by the way, when I mean clap, I don't mean that kind, eh? Don't be weird now. There's no one here. Oh my gosh, so cringe. Alright, get scrappy. Hey, get scrappy. Come on, little dude, get scrappy. Wait, what? Ooh. Ooh. Hey, get scrappy. Come on, Frodo's claws, get scrappy. Hey, get scrappy. You're weak. Do so. Hey, yeah, get him. Not gonna lie, you getting clapped. You got clapped. You got clapped. You got clapped. What? I'm gonna reply that one more time for like the person who just joined at normal speed. Oh, and it's in his face. I remember having this bear toy. This is out of context. I remember like there was like in this like little set. I had this bear toy and it was so heavy. It was like pretty small, but it felt like it weighed like one of my dad's weights or something like that. It was very heavy for some reason. And it's got its hands too. Oh nah, bro. What you mean you finna crush your big, fat, plump, Winnie the Pooh looking self on me, and then you finna eat my hand?
You're probably wondering how this all has to do with ingen and corruption. Well, now we're going to move on to what the Arctodus is made out of genetics-wise, and this is where the corruption begins. Arctodus has had quite a lot of fossils found from it, but for some unknown reason, ingen could not really acquire them. It's really unknown if the museums just did not let them have the bones, or people were just very, very secretive about keeping them. All we know is...
Are y'all really gatekeeping fossils? I know they're like important for understanding dinosaurs, but we're bringing them back in this universe. Just give me Big Al. We can revive him. Trust. He won't trip and get a toe infection again and die of drought. again. Trust me, bro. Just give me his little femur. Just give me his little femur. Maybe his pelvis. Just give it to me, all right?
Is that for some reason, Ingen was not allowed access to Arcturus fossils. So what did Ingen do? Well, what any big drug company would.
What?
They faked making it.
So it's not even an animal. All right, guys, we're digging into some lore here. So InGen is now faking some of this crap. I think everything so far has been legit. The Titanoceratops, legit. Dimorphodon, legit. Dilophosaurus, Frigo, Camelo, Buffadello, legit. Pentaceratops, legit. Brachiosaurus, legit. Seath, legit. You get the gist of legit. Legit. Alright.
The quote-unquote Arcturus is not actually made out of any
So it's just a larger grizzly bear.
Arcturus DNA whatsoever. In fact, it is exclusively grizzly bear DNA.
Oh my gosh. Y'all fake. Y'all fake. Hey, y'all faking.
InGen just modified a grizzly bear's genome to where it would grow larger than they usually do, and boom, you have a quote-unquote short-faced bear. This actual
So they just released this jacked steroid bear. Nah, InGen, you wrong for that. Imagine. You're just like this. Like, imagine you're a normal human, right? And someone like injects you with some like growth serum, and you grow like twice as large as you were before, and then people just want to call you, oh look, it's a ogre. Cuddy, I don't even have tusks. Trigger, you better not be calling me no ogre.
they got InGen a lawsuit back in 2019.
Also, is it just me or I hear ogre, right? But where is the L in their name? I feel like there's supposed to be an L.
Which is still ongoing.
Oh, whatever.
That is a story for a different day. That's also all I have on the Arcturus. And remember, if something chases you,
Oh my gosh, 0 people? Oh, never mind. 3 people. I'm tripping. I could have sworn I just saw 0. But hey, at least there's no more ads. Speak of the dang devil, bro. Speak of the devil is a liar. Yeah. Victory is mine. Yeah. Sorry, y'all. I'm a man of religion here. I'm sorry. Just had to let that out. Let's keep pushing.
Credit Karma gives you personalized guidance to improve your credit, savings, taxes, and more, so you can find your way to money.
But the real question is, do y'all think I hit it though? I'm finna do it again. Nah, I'm just kidding. Me. We already been here for 43 seconds, 43 minutes.
Karma, you can count on.
Bruh. Okay. We're finna skip this a bit. We're finna skip it because we've already seen it before. Actually, should I let it play out? Because technically it's part of the episode. We'll do it. We'll skip it.
unfortunately for the animal that we're covering today, there is only 2 photos of it that prove its existence.
Excuse me?
So you might be seeing those on repeat a couple of times, just a fair warning. The very elusive animal that we're going to be talking about.
Also, here's another thing, y'all. Whoever's watching me, I just want to say this. Yeah, y'all 2 people, listen up. I am Steve. Not only am I Steve, but I am also Pyroraptor Olympus. But not only that, I am the Distortus Rex. Okay, where the frick did that come out from? Y'all have every right to leave.
today is the
Yeah.
Estimatosuchus. This
Ooh! This is the most chopped crocodilian I've ever. Look at your body, bruh. You got all these types of different color tattoos. It looks like you. It looks like your. It looks like your tattoo artist is a. It looks like your tattooer is a is the rainbow. What is you doing? You got that. You got that neck tattoo. That I saw on like an Instagram reel. Like bro got that demon slayer throat. What is this?
Paleozoic synapsid is only known from two
Trigger, that is not a synapsid. That is a color rhapsid. That is the color spectrum.
taken of it sometime between 2009 and 2013. Both photos show it from an angle that you really can't get a great view of it from. You only see one side of its body, really. However, there is a little bit more to the Estimatosuchus besides the photos. In our True On video, we talked a little bit about the subreddit r
Ah. The
ingen corruption, and I'm going to bring it up again for this video because it plays a small role in the Estimatosuchus story. So for those not familiar, r/ingen corruption is a subreddit in which ex-Ingen employees want to answer certain questions that random people have about the company.
It's basically okay. So I know about InGen corruption. It's essentially this universe's version of a Q&A. It's basically a Q&A, but for InGen, and instead of like YouTubers, these are like actual employees that actually worked for InGen.
Asked about the Estimatosuchus photos, to which an ex-Ingen employee named Jerry gave a description.
Oh, W. Jerry, you've been getting chased by Tom. Yo. Did y'all know that Jerry and Tom are actually friends? But they have to like act like they're like they're rivals. So Tom won't get replaced by like a cat that actually wants to kill Jerry. That is the deepest lore I've ever heard in my life. Like you're like best friends with someone, but they have to try and kill you, or like this higher up will replace them with someone that actually wants to try and kill you. That's low-key insane.
He said that the Estimatosuchus was an animal that was planned for the original Jurassic Park, however, it really never fell through. But later on into the 90s, it was cloned anyway, illegally. Ingen is actually illegal.
Also, I'm real quick, y'all. I'm just gonna check to see. I'm gonna check his I'm finna check real quick to make sure we're all on the right track. I think this is in the same. I highly doubt it. I want to shuffle them, but I'm not really sure. Maybe some of the videos got deleted. I'm not entirely sure. I'm finna keep going on this one so far though, because I think I'm just finna go with these ones so I can stay on. Actually, I think they're relatively in order. Let's keep going. Never mind. Maybe I'm tripping.
Several animals in the past, including the Ceratosaurs and the much more infamous Spinosaurus. All of these guys were.
Sorry for all that yawning, y'all. I don't know why.
Sometime in the 90s, probably on one of the five
Oh,
most likely.
keep charging. I'm
Say that appearance-wise, the Estimatosuchus looked incredibly strange, having legs that were big.
It is incredibly chopped too. Dog, look at these. You one person. Look at these. Oh, never mind. You laughed. Look at these. Look at these primitive tattoo markings. What are these?
In odd directions and a face that only a mother could love.
Oh,
One face card is definitely
exactly. This is one topped off face too. Look at it. Its neck is so short too. Like bro got the event no bro got the turtleneck deluxe.
true. We really do not have a ton of evidence for new legs. Now you might be
No wonder
asking
why y'all
yourself,
leaving. This
why
camera
did
angle is
Nintendo
horrible.
decide to illegally clone an animal like Estimasuchus? What is so significant about it? According to the poster, Ingen apparently cloned this guy to sell off to Russians. Yes.
Russians? So so basically so that dude, right? Him? Oh, yo. So y'all sending him to Mush. Y'all basically sending him there. All right.
For some reason,
That's all right.
Russians really have a thing for Estimasuchus. I really
Why? Are they just gonna like force feed him vodka? Can I say that? Oh, I'm not gonna risk it. I'm not gonna risk it. I feel like it's like too, I don't know.
don't think I need
I'm not gonna risk it.
guy was cloned illegally and then sold off for profit, and we
And so he was basically, sold out to that one dude in that F&F mod. Y'all know that one, like Ruve. Ah, nah, man. He join it.
really have no idea where it is right now. Sadly, that's all I have for the Estimasuchus, but certainly
Like, what is that Russian dance like where you're like when you're like moving your feet back and forth and y'all like have y'all like your arms crossed? It's like I could imagine. I imagine like the Estimasuchus doing that exact same dance. I could see it.
Engine corruption. I'll see you next time.
And remember, if something chases you, run. We know, man. We know. We know. We all know. We all know.
Most seeds don't misuse prescription drugs, but those who do.
Okay, I'll stop saying it because it's gonna get annoying. Is this it? So let it rock. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Hey, 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 Cybo, hey, Cybo, hey, the Morphodon, hey. Sweet.
The video you're about to see is a video of two dinosaurs fighting
All
in
right.
a pretty bloody match that was uploaded to a dark web website.
Is this Dark Jurassic? Mm, mm, mm. I suck so bad.
The video is titled Dino Fight 4.
Watch it, Dino Fight 4.
The video in its entirety, and then afterwards we can talk about it.
All right. Mashikasaurus. Who is this big fella? This is an unfair matchup. I think. Maybe? What was that roar? Bro got that angelic roar. That sounds like something I would hear in Creatures of Sonaria. Let's see what you got. Oh! I gradually, I'm gradually reconsidering what I just went. Let's go.
And that was Dino Fight 4, a video which has been on the internet for a little bit now and still has people questioning what exactly goes on in it. People are even still speculating about the animals that are in the video. Neither of them have.
I think this one's a Mashika. This is Mashika. I remember what kicked off my channel. Like, I remember that video. I did like this little video, this little short, and I was like, I am the Chica. So that was so cringe, but it got views. It got views. I I I'm not gonna judge when it comes to popularity. I'm not seeking fame, but hey, that video got me there. Y'all should check it out. 5.5K subs. I mean, views. Oh my gosh. Imagine though.
Been properly identified, so a lot of people have speculated. The green dinosaur is thought to be a Machikosaurus. We know
Yeah.
that Ingen has cloned a Machikosaurus before due to the fact that it's been found in data mines, but other than that, we really do not know too much about it, so this could be its first sighting. The raptor-looking dinosaur, however, is much harder to speculate about.
Yeah.
But it's thought that due to the crest on its head, that this is a rumored hybrid, the Alloraptor. There isn't really too
Interesting. Hey, why are there not that many hybrids, like Tyrannosaur and Dromaeosaur hybrids? I feel like there would have been some called Tyrannoraptor, and it would just like been like this hybrid. What do y'all call your Dromaeosaur, plus T Rex or whatever hybrids? Like Raptero Tyrannus. I feel like Tyrannorap. I feel like I've made an account with that username before. I 100% did.
Similar to the Machikosaurus, it has been seen in a couple of data mines before. However, due to the fact that we really never see it that well in the video, a couple people took the liberty of making a model of this guy and using a little bit of 3D printing and or sculpting. This is what we came up with for an Raptor. Similar
Ooh.
to Dilorhinosaurus, this guy was most likely made around the time when Ingen was looking for hybrids that were small, stealthy, and smart. Back on
So basically the UGG and Thug Scorpius Rex. I almost had a voice crack. Stop.
the video, though, a lot of people talk about how it is titled Dino Fight 4, as in there is more recordings of fights out there that we just have not seen. In other words, there may or may not be a sequel to this video in the far future. But I believe that's all I have for this video.
Cuddy, that Machikosaurus got eaten alive. I don't think we need a sequel of that.
Everything about the video has
He just like smacks some like and just starts beating his, and then like the other raptor in front of him just starts beating his lizard to a picture to a picture of his wife. If y'all don't know what beating your lizard refers to, go to the Apellosaurus versus Apellosaurus versus Triceratops horror stream. Like, you know, like the kind of brain rot one I did with like the gasping and surprise emojis, like, Apellosaurus versus Triceratops. Like, where I'm like, you know, I think.
here, and it's really not known about anything else when it comes to this clip. If there's more out there, we will definitely cover it, but for now, that's all I have to say. But trust me, this little fight is not all that we're going to be showing this season. But there is much more to come in the near future. Much more.
Ooh.
And remember, if something
Chases you, run. But hey, at least we don't got another ad, man. That's all I'm just calling at this point. Speak of the dang devil. The devil is a liar. Yeah. Victory is mine. Yeah. Keep moving and grooving. No one. Hey, I know there's Superman fans out there. I'm not gonna say no one cares. I personally don't care. I kind of want to. I'm kind of more of a. Why is it Jurassic World Rebirth getting this advertisement? Like, why don't you at least do some cringy crap like something new is stomping into Sonics or DQ? Why y'all giving Superman the credit? Ugh. Let's keep moving and grooving. I don't want to be here forever, and I know whoever keeps joining the stream doesn't want to be here forever. So let's just keep on moving.
Starting off with some good news, a new Quetzalcoatl specimen was found recently. So, the one that we
Ooh.
found a little bit ago that we thought was the last of its kind now has a surviving chance.
Aww.
Here's the actual video. Parasaurolophus lux was a dinosaur that was very recently found out about, only about 3 months ago. This lux gene has been rumored about before, however, this is the first time it's actually been seen, and it's one of the few dinosaurs who we think might actually be bioluminescent. Upon further
I like how he did that. I like how he painted like a little bit of pink on it to like let you know that's the Lux one. That's adorable.
it shows that the bioluminescence
I have
might
an adorable
actually
comment.
be a form of communication. But the bioluminescence does not seem to be the only unique trait that this variant carries. For some unknown reason, Parasaurolophus lux is actually a tad bit more aggressive than other dinosaurs.
Buddy, I will smack you. Ooh. Don't make me wanna run the ones with the hadrosaurs now. They my personal favorite. Like some of my favorite hadrosaurs and what they do. Gryposaurus, I think it's thought to be like it's thought to feed on things like crustaceans or something. Love that. Shantungosaurus being so large that not even the like its region's apex predator Zoom Chang Tyrannus could deal with it. Love that. And Montosaurus annectens like that one depiction of it. Also, I'm not copying. You know, like picking up by the scruff and like lifting it off the ground. Love that. Perfect. Perfection. Really.
Even other Parasaurolophuses. It's most likely due to higher testosterone levels.
Silver, listen, I don't like to get in all that, sexual stuff, but so basically the reason why they're aggressive is because they're just really, 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 really horny. I get they have like the horn on their head. Look.
Absolutely no idea.
Also, I'm not saying horn because I'm stupid. I know it's a crest used for like when they make that sound. They go, wow, wow, wow. I know what that sound. I know what it is. Okay.
However, the list of uniqueness does not stop there. For some reason, Parasaurolophus lux is a very, very strange affiliation with water. We don't know why yet, but for some reason, Parasaurolophus lux is incredibly attracted to it.
Hey, yo, what do you mean by that? So it just starts. All right, let's keep on track.
I believe that's all we have for the Parasaurolophus lux. Like I said in the Titanoceratops episode, we're going to be putting a few of these nicer ones in as a little bit of filler and
all right.
Just balance out the more serious episodes. That's all.
So next up, we got the Spinoconstrictor. Personally, I think it's interesting. Let's let it cook.
Do you take this woman to be your wife?
Cuddy, I am a child. I do not need no wife. Calm down. All right. Let's get moving. We got no time to waste. I say that, but I've been streaming for 63 minutes. Okay, dude. Whatever.
Juvenile Gallimimuses came down for a drink.
Aw.
Off his herd.
Go. I can't stop.
Because he doesn't realize it's being watched by juvenile baryonyx.
What's with all these? What's with all? Hey, let's be fair. Hey. At least we got children on children hunting. I would be danged if it said it's being stalked by an adult male Torvosaurus. I like how the one dinosaur that came up in my mind is not T-Rex. That proves something. Not everything is just T-Rex, Velociraptor, Allosaurus, Stegosaurus. You know, you know.
only a few feet away. The Gallimimus drinks away. Not
So you're still drinking, dude. You're stupid. I'm sorry.
realizing that not only is there a predator behind it, but in the waters too, there is something.
What? Hold up. So not only is there a predator in the water, but there's also one stalking you from behind, glancing at some cheeks.
Very, very ferocious. The juvenile baryonyx goes in.
Ooh.
As soon as it starts to walk, the galley runs away. And
Coward.
staring blankly with no food. But the Gallimimus was not running away from him, for instead, a much, much more deadly
What?
predator.
Oh! Ooh! Gave me a little spook. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay.
For instead, a
Gr-
much, much more deadly
13-year-old man, by the way.
predator.
Bro got snatched.
Herd is scientifically known as the Titan.
Is that the warbat from Godzilla versus Kong? What's crazy is that I don't think we ever see the warbats again. They just showed up in that one scene to jump Kong. Well, at least try to jump Kong. And then they dipped. And then, like, did Kong just one-shot the last two remaining warbats on in the Hollow Earth? Kong already pulled up wiping out species. That's something to think about, one person.
However, the fan base has come to know it as the Spinoconstrictor.
I call it Spinatus Facus Warbatus, which means that is a fake, that's a warbat.
This is possibly the weirdest hybrid we've covered yet due to its DNA makeup. It has some incredibly strange and random creatures thrown into it.
Like maybe a bit of warbat, maybe a bit of Spino, maybe some Titanoboa. Do y'all think it gave a Viltrumite DNA? Because, like, the dinosaurs we have seen in the previous chapters were known to levitate. I don't know. That's just my belief.
Being a Dilophosaurus, a Spinosaurus, and the main component, a Titanoboa.
Oh, I was completely off. I'm still gonna go for my own genetic contributors. The warbat, Titanoboa, no, warbat and Spinosaurus. Warbat, no, just warbat. Warbat and Viltrumite, I think. Warbat and Viltrumite, I think it was.
All of these guys combined.
I record on my phone, so I can't really record my own stream. So like we scroll back and like hear what I said. I used to do that because I had like this extra phone, but it's like on Mo or something. So I can't really do that now, can I?
One of the strangest of all of the hybrids that we know Ingen created, or at least we theorize Ingen created. This predator mainly conceals itself in water, hiding in the streams.
What's with all these things loving water? We got back-to-back water lovers.
Waiting for things to come up close to snatch them. And with its 9-foot wingspan, yes, not
Wingspan? Oh, you can fly. You can fly, gang. You can fly at that point. You got bird DNA too if you can fly. Huh.
thieves, it has a very, very easy job when it comes to hunting. These guys are also tall enough to stand eye to eye with the Tarbosaurus as seen in a photo these guys actually fought. These predators are also incredibly agile, being fast enough to strike up from the water in seconds and then pull their prey back down.
Dang.
And they do that with their set of incredibly sharp teeth.
Ooh.
Spinoconstrictor's bite force is also pretty strong, especially for a snake. But they are not invincible. invincible. At one point, an Arctodus even took one down. Drawings.
Now I beg your pardon?
Especially for snake. But they're not invincible. One point our Arctodus even took one down.
I don't think I heard that correctly. Maybe speed it up. Hold up. Speed it up a bit.
Especially for snake, but they're not invincible. At one point, Arctodus even took one down. Dude.
Excuse me. No. No, 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 no. No. So you're telling me a giant grizzly bear, because if you didn't know, if y'all didn't watch this stream, that's what Arctodus is. This giant, overgrown grizzly bear can take down okay. Let's hear why.
This Arctodus keep wrong, especially for snakes, but they are not invincible. At one point, an Arctodus even took one down. Due to this Arctodus takedown, we actually learned a little bit more about this guy, specifically the wing membranes and how they're incredibly damage resilient. The only way the Arctodus actually won that battle was by hitting the snake directly on its body.
I'm just gonna go to the next video before I crash out.
We know the past, we know the south, we gotta keep your mouth
You are a pest. Frick off, dude. I'm sorry.
protected.
Please. I just want to finish watching this, alright?
And cleaner teeth? Take control with Waterpik Cordless Advanced.
This information that has
Na, 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 na.
Hey guys, welcome to the Dinosaur Profile. And
Hello.
We're going to be doing a completely unscripted episode.
Hello.
How this information that has just came out, how new it is. It has just came out within the last.
Wait, what were these chapters I saw? Digimoloch. Giganotosaurus, Stegosaurus description.
.com, which has been made by a collective source of information that has been put out by us, as well as a few other groups out there. But there's a few things that I want to mention about this website, because firstly, they do bring up some very interesting things that I wasn't even aware of, and secondly, they also bring up some things that are just factually completely wrong. So,
What do you mean? You made the website. Oh my goodness, dude.
Talk about the website a little bit. So, in one of the videos on the website, you can clearly see a Compsognathus in a cage that is on a truck. And
That's a you problem, gang. How did you get stuck in a cage?
Label on this truck that is the thing I want to talk about first. The Kirby Enterprise, the logo.
Kirby! Oh my gosh, that's that woman who was screaming, Eric! Eric! Cuddy. By the way you're screaming, and by the way the Spino responded, Eric might as well be dead. He already clapped, who was that dude who got killed? They were like, oh, it's that dude. And then he just got eaten, just snatched the frick up. Hey, like, he's like, hey, it's that dude. And he's like, yeah, that dude. I forgot who he was. Oh my gosh. I'm so stupid. Anyways, keep moving.
That I'm sure quite a few of you are familiar with. It's basically just a handyman foundation. They do a lot of carpentry, buildings, a lot of stuff like that.
They also get their children stuck on an island with a How big was the Spino? I think 8 tons. I think with a maybe 8 to 9 ton apex predator. If y'all manage to frick up that bad, y'all may be stupider than the woman that failed to outrun an Argentinosaurus. I'm just saying.
The Kirby's, which is the couple that started this organization, has actually been to Isla Sorna before. Their son got lost on it, to which they got Alan Grant to take them to Isla Sorna, and this is actually how we know about quite a few of the dinosaurs.
Yeah, they basically sped ran the whole entire fauna list of Isla Sorna. They ran into Velociraptor. They ran into horses. They ran into Coryphosaurus. They ran into Spinosaurus. They ran into Ceratosaurus. They ran into Brachiosaurus. They ran into Ankylosaurus. They ran into. It's you. Okay. They ran into Pteranodon. I didn't even know that. I don't even know how they survived that. I'm trying to think of this dude's name so hard. It's like triggering in my brain. I just can't think of it. I'm really tempted to look up the scene and and then I can see it, but I'm just gonna let it rock. I'm just gonna let it rock so far. All right.
There, like Spinosaurus, etc.
Yeah, yeah.
There's an interesting fact for you. Next, we have this photo of a sticky moloch, which was taken.
Bro, look at dude. He is just frick all personal space. POV. Stitchy Moloch in Dino Tracker website. Anyway.
In South Korea, and I really didn't know about this.
So, South Korea? Oh, no.
I've not heard any sightings of sticky moloch in South Korea, so I looked a little bit more into this.
Hey, maybe he's a man of culture. Hey, I just hope he's not like you know who. Mr. Johnny. If you don't know, look him up. He's basically this racist dude who got arrested in South Korea because he was like just like the most offensive person. He is basically Ice Poseidon and Jack Dougherty just wrapped into one. I think that's what Ice Poseidon is. I'm not really sure. I may do a video on him. Although I'm not really sure because it's not really in my nature. I'm more of a dino dude. I don't really react to YouTubers or like social media influencers or people like that. But just because you're insulting people from a different country and we have the same ethnicity, you may have just tempted me.
It turns out there's a very plausible theory as to why it's there. So the dinosaur block
Why?
is a very, very real thing, something that it even talks about here in this website. However,
What?
I believe what happened here is this sticky moloch was probably a victim of it, and it managed
A victim of wait, what?
Market is a very, very real thing, something that it even talks about. Into this one, it turns out there's a very plausible theory as to why it's there. So the dinosaur black market is a very, very
Oh, so basically like the rest of the plot in Dominion, besides the locusts and getting Blue and Macy back, and speed running some brand new dinosaurs.
thing, something that it even talks about here in this website. However, I believe what happened here is this sticky moloch was probably a victim of it, and it managed to escape out into the wilderness, thankfully. Or hell, maybe it swam there. We really don't know.
That actually made me laugh. Imagine, like, hey, what's that? Oh, that's Digimoloch. Oh, yeah. He chill, Digimoloch for you. Yeah.
Next up, we have the article about the Sinoceratops, in which it mentions something pretty odd in
What?
how the Sinoceratops is not actually a full-bred dinosaur, or at least with other components of live animals, but instead it is a hybrid between quite a few number of dinosaurs. Specifically, it mentions how Sinoceratops is probably mixed with a lot of ceratopsians, including the Pachyrhinosaurus.
I think there is a figure of quote unquote Sinoceratops. Hold up, should I do my free thing? Yeah. Sinoceratops. I don't know how people been getting it, but instead of it like being Sinoceratops, it's actually just like a Pachyrhinosaurus figure. I don't know why they decided to release that, but it's pretty cool, I think. I don't have as many Ceratopsians figures, but I feel like it's because like their mouths and stuff are just not articulated and have like a lot of noise. I just don't like noisy figures that much. My nostrils are a lot of stuff's happening. I don't know why. Keep
This
moving.
would actually make a lot of sense because we know on record that there is dinosaurs that we're going to be covering in this season of Ingen Dinosaur Profile, by the way, that are hybrids when they claim to be just normal dinosaurs. Animals such as the Tarbosaurus are actually made out of things like Allosaurus and, ironically, the Sinoceratops, not just Tarbosaurus DNA. So I could definitely see that.
Wait, what?
The next thing, and ironically, the Sinoceratops.
Cybo, you Oh, nah. Oh, nah. Cybo, you was a fraud. We thought you were legit from the beginning. From the beginning. You fake. Nah, man. Personally, what if I'm fake? What is my DNA made out of? Am I like 30% Phoenix? And like 30% Pyroraptor and like 40% African penguin? That could probably explain my weird vocal box. I can probably bray like a penguin. Let me try. It may be cringe. But I'ma try. Alright. I don't care if it's cringe. I don't care if I get memed for it. I'm finna do it. Alright. Shut the fuck. No, never mind.
Not just Tarbosaurus DNA. So I could definitely see that doing this. The next things we'll be talking about is all information that is somewhat well known, but I'm going to be adding things onto it because I feel that they are necessary to talk about.
Alright.
So something that I found that was very interesting on the website is there was this sighting, which I'm showing you now, that happened in Wales of a supposed carnivorous attack that happened to these vacationers. But I have an alternate theory that this was not a pair of carnivouruses, but instead something a little bit odder. A pair of ceratosauruses.
Well, last time I checked King Kaiju, Ceratosaurus had one horn on his head. Not three, not two. Not three, not two. No, not three, not two, but one. One horn. You can see it right there. Freak. I'm trying my best. What on earth is that? Was I attacked? Frick off, dude. Frick off, White.
So as you can see by this photo right here, ceratosauruses do like to live amongst others of their species.
Yeah, but in one of the wait, wasn't when it was shown one just casually just killed one another? Or am I tripping? Maybe that was a phony. I'm not sure.
Actually work in somewhat of a pack-like system to where there is an alpha of a small group of ceratosauruses, to which this alpha will command the others in that group.
All right.
Carnivores, on the other hand, are much more lonesome. They do not like to be in large groups. In fact, if there is
Yeah, but it was a pair. It was a pair. It wasn't like a big group though. That's why I'm still thinking it's That's why I personally believe the Carnotaurus did it. It was the Carnos that did it. Yeah.
multiple of them in a pen, they will literally start to freak out. With all of this being said,
Imagine. Oh my gosh, there's too many of us. Oh gosh.
the article also states that the eyewitnesses claim that these predators had two horns above their eyes, which is a pretty key fact of a Carnotaurus. So
Yeah. What is your evidence?
moving on, we now have an information page about the Parasaurolophus, a hadrosaur
Oh.
that I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with.
Yippee! Oh yeah, that's my catchphrase too. I don't care, man. I'm about to do it again, just to spite y'all. Yippee!
This page goes over how the hadrosaur was probably somewhat omnivorous, or at least in its prehistoric life, due to hadrosaur fossils being found of feces that have crabs in them. We've shown on
See, I was right about the crab hadrosaur thing.
the channel before that there are several sorts of herbivores that are indeed omnivorous, the Cosmoceratops being the most prominent example that we've seen with very literal evidence of
Yeah, it literally ate a possum.
this guy going after small animals on occasion, so it wouldn't surprise me if the ingen Parasaurolophus also is somewhat omnivorous.
Yeah.
We're going to go into the set of files in the Dino Tracker website where it is just strictly misinformation. There's a few things in here that I want to share, but really, it's just simple things that I think could be touched upon that I'm going to talk about. So first up, we've got the Giganotosaurus page, which, well,
Big geeks.
I didn't even know that there was such thing.
Big geeks. I'm sorry, y'all. I usually do this off camera. But frick it. This is the finale, so this is my final big act, you know?
As an ingen Giganotosaurus going around. But looking a little bit
My final big goof. This. If we finna do the finale, I'm finna show the world that me is me.
And not only is this a reincarnated Giganotosaurus, but this is also a reincarnated American Giganotosaurus.
So first, wait a minute. Wait. Hey, wait a minute. You're confusing me here. So you're telling me, Zeb, you're not even South American? You're not even a Latino? Oh nah, man. This is getting confusing, dude.
So here's the story. Recently, like only about a year ago, paleontologists found Giganotosaurus fossils in America. But not only that,
Bull crap, dude. I'm sorry. I wish you would tell. I'm finna look it up. I'm finna look it up after this video. And if it's false, I'm coming after you, King Kaiju.
late Cretaceous America.
I'm just kidding, dude. I need to stop acting like I'm okay. I need to calm down. I'm sorry.
In the same regions that Tyrannosaurus rex lived. It hasn't gotten a
Stop putting Giganotosaurus carolini and Tyrannosaurus rex in the same environment and in the same time period as each other. That did not happen. The closest we ever got to a Tyrannosaur and a Carcharodontosaur interacting with each other was likely an Allosauroid and some type of Proceratosaurid. And the closest we got to them being in the same country is Acrocanthosaurus and Tyrannosaurus rex. I'm sorry.
official name yet, but this has led to a lot of people calling it the Gigarex, which I think is
The Gigarex. How about Giga from that Instagram reel? Y'all should find it. It's pretty funny.
kind of
Come out, God.
stupid name, but we'll move discovery. There is a little
Yeah.
bit of misinformation in this article that talks about the Giganotosaurus,
All right.
specifically saying that it is the largest predator that ever lived, which is not
And it is.
true.
Shut the frick up. So no. You is not ruining Zeb's legacy, okay? I may have to disagree with you, King King Kaiju. It is canon that Zeb the Giganotosaurus was the largest terrestrial carnivore. Even Alec Grant said, I'm gonna try and put in his voice too. Giganotosaurus, biggest carnivore the world has ever seen. He said it. He said it. Not me, not you, not Buried Earth, not BBC, not PBS, not nothing. Alan Grant, the paleontologist, said that. All right, y'all better listen to my boy Grant. He was the GOAT, because I'm pretty sure Jurassic World takes place several years after Dominion. He's dead. If not, he's like very old, and in the future, he's just like clinging for his life on like some machinery.
The title of the largest terrestrial carnivore goes to the Indominus Rex.
Oh, frick off! That's a hybrid, okay? Listen, that's like saying the liger is the largest cat. If y'all don't give that, if y'all don't give that to the lion or the tiger and just call it quits, that is a hybrid. It's not supposed to exist. Okay, I know I'm seem like I'm random, but I'm low-key invested in this. Trust me. I'ma calm down.
That went horrible, as we all know. However, taking into consideration the just prehistoric dinosaurs that we know of, the Tyrannosaurus Rex is still heavier than the Giganotosaurus.
Where the is your evidence? Okay, where the frick is your evidence? I'm sorry. Where's your smoking gun? As they said in the B movie.
Which means it is the largest terrestrial carnivore. And finally,
Just gonna let it sit.
we're going to be going over the Stegosaurus's description, which is a little bit weird. It says that it is 176,000 walnuts in weight. Weird.
That's a bit funny. That's a bit hee hee ha ha.
Weight description aside, the Stegosaurus's page mentions how these guys have a drooping tail for a reason, actually, due to malnourishment.
I think the Stegosaurus's tail did droop in real life. Like the tip, it was like so heavy. Like the Phagomizer was so heavy, it kind of like drooped at the bottom.
Which is like partially
Like tip.
true, but I want to add a little bit more to this because
All right.
the tail thing has a lot more to it than just that.
All right, bet.
Stegosauruses can have a drooping tail for a number of reasons. Malnourishment can be one of them, but more commonly, this is actually a way to show a Stegosaurus's emotions. So studies have shown that when a Stegosaurus's tail is up, this typically means that they are in a very defensive posture.
Ooh.
They're on edge about something. They sense something is in the air, or this could be male Stegosauruses with their tail up, and this is a way to show that they're in the mating season.
So basically, you're showing that you're single and available, like that one main character girl. Yeah, that's me. I'm single and available. Okay, no one cares. Anyway.
They have a lot of testosterone flowing through their veins.
Yeah, they're very horny. I'm sorry. He said it, not me. I'm sorry. He said it. I'm sorry for saying that. But he said it, not me. I'm finna let everyone around my house in this area that I'm recording in. That's basically what he said. I didn't say it. All right. Go after him, not me. I'm basically just don't You know what I mean. Calm down.
Therefore, their tail is high in the air to show how proud they are of it. A tail that is drooping is usually more of a sign that they are tranquil, they are calm, and they are not at all under any sort of threat.
All right.
To note, a few people have speculated on the whole lips thing with stegosaurs. So they're supposed to have beaks, but the Jurassic World ones do not have beaks. They have lips. They
Yes, they do.
speculated on the whole lips thing with stegosaurs. A very defensive posture.
That that is a beak. What are you talking about? Huh?
High in the air to show how proud they are of it. A tail that is drooping.
So they're basically proud of being, they're proud of having a little pep in their step,
More of a sign that they are
Oh.
tranquil, they are calm, they are not at all under any sort of threat.
Yeah, that is a beak, by the way.
A few people have speculated on the whole lips thing with stegosaurs. So they're supposed to have beaks, but the Jurassic World ones do not have beaks. They have
Yes, they do.
lips. They have these because of inbreeding. So originally there was not stegosauruses on Isla Nublar. They originally came from Isla Sorna and were then transported to Nublar in, I believe, 2007. And these guys, of course, on Isla Sorna, they would breed quite a lot, as you can imagine. And, there's only a limited number of stegosaurs. There's only a limited population. So, of course, it would intersect at some points. And that's how we got the lips on stegosaurs. But yeah,
That is a beak.
that's all I'd like to talk about right now, so thank you all for watching this video. There is a little bit more to this website, like some files that we found in it that are kind of secretive, but those are going to be talked about at a much later date. For now, I really don't...
Keep moving, dude. Keep moving, please. That actually scared me. That actually scared me. Crazy. Alright. Keep going. Ooh. I think I'm gonna watch this video. I'm gonna be done for the day. Actually, I think I'm gonna keep going the best I can. I'm really trying to keep going. But at the same time, I want to get me something to eat before I go to bed. So I'm gonna see how long I can keep going.
This episode is over a dinosaur which you have definitely heard of before, or at least seen, the Velociraptor.
Yep.
Debatably the most famous of all of the engine-created
Yep.
dinosaurs, maybe behind T-Rex. But what most people know them for is how incredibly smart these animals
Yep.
are. Velociraptors are very intelligent beings, all due to engine. Today,
All right, man. You're just saying the obvious. Keep on. Keep going. Keep going.
I'm going to talk about their involvement with how smart these animals can get. First and foremost, we have to realize that there is several different iterations of
Yeah, the tiger, the Highland and Lowland, the original ones, the one, the big one. Then there's, well, there's not really that many.
velociraptors that Ingen has created.
I think.
The leftmost is the original Jurassic Park velociraptor. To its right is the Jurassic World iteration.
Yeah.
And the two to its right are the Sorna variants.
Yeah.
Each of these raptors are unique in their own aspects, especially when it comes to intelligence. The JP original velociraptors are known for being not very good.
But you a quadruped though. You on all your hind legs, girl. What is you doing? Stand up a bit. Be more upright.
It's the pack hunting, but they are very well known for being the first ever engine.
Homegirl is not erect and correct. And don't y'all dare call me weird. I mean as in posture. Do not say hey yo or anything, alright?
Or hypervore, which means that they are always hungry. Alan
Oh.
Grant is even well known for being the first person to bring up this theory, as he noted when he was at the original Jurassic Park that the velociraptors were by far the most aggressive animal he ran into there.
Woo! to be fair, when have you seen them eat anything? I can see they're aggressive. The only thing we've seen them eat is a cow, Robert Muldoon, and that and Dr. Arnold. Those were the only meals. And to be fair, in like the runtime of the movie, they really like it's been like days and nights since they've eaten anything because like Jurassic Park, there was like you know.
He would also talk about the Sorna variants that he saw, noting that they were much more social and were much more coordinated in packs. Allen would even go on to say that in one instance on the island, they managed to get one of these raptors in a cage, to which it called out for help. However,
Yeah, that. You know.
the last iteration of the Velociraptor that we're going to go over is by far the most mysterious and has now became, debatably, the most famous in the Jurassic World variety. This raptor is specifically known for carrying the traits of the two previously mentioned ones, not only being incredibly aggressive, but also being an incredibly good communicator with not only raptors, but also humans. Many employees have
Huh?
gone on record saying that Ingen hired raptor trainers. These trainers were also not training them to do certain tricks like you would see in SeaWorld, but instead how they could coordinate the raptors into certain attacks and how they could just get them to follow basic command.
Am I tripping? I'm gonna have the end of the episode after this, guys. I think my sleep is catching up. My lack of sleep is catching up to me.
Out of 4 of these raptors that they had in the late pack, only one of them is still surviving, that being the famous Blue the
Yeah.
Velociraptor. To end it off on a not so high note, Blue the Velociraptor was contained in the Colorado Dinosaur Preserve for about a month or 2. During this time, Blue had a child, but only a few weeks after the baby was born, Blue and her child both escaped from the Colorado Dinosaur Preserve and are now at large somewhere in the United States.
Dang.
Motives for why Ingen decided to make the raptors as smart as they are and put them through training tests is still unknown. Either way, Ingen created an animal that is incredibly intelligent, that can be used by humans as a possible weapon, and that is now at large in the United States. But that's all I...
Alright. This is all I have for y'all as well. I know I wasn't really, I wasn't really as conserved as I was in the other streams. This is because I want to do a little something. It's near the finale, so I want to get a little crazy, Like then that one, I'm trying to get crazy. All right. So that's it. That's everything for today. So yeah. I'll see y'all guys in the next one. Bye bye.